Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Happy New Year. Welcome to XPN Local Studio Session. My name is Abdur Rahman, and here we have, I believe, I want to call him a hip hop veteran in the city of Philadelphia, and has one of the most Philadelphia names in the city, to my opinion.
Yeah.
His name is the Bul Bey, and just like the Tribe Called Quest, you have to say the whole
You
thing.
gotta say the whole thing. It's the Bul Bey. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Hey man,
Too.
it's great to see you. Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, man.
Yeah.
Before we go, I want to ask, what's the first song that you're going to play for us right now?
Elbow deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off the new EP?
Off the new project is called Depth Before Height.
Yeah, so we're about to hear Elbow Deep off the new EP, Depth Before Height, right here at XPN Local Studio Session.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of the Bul Bey. You gotta say the whole thing. You know the Bull. You get it. You get it. All right, here we go. Hey, I think they mad I get more love than plantains. Formerly running circles with folks you can't name. So never engraved, trying to get paid. Never been a slave, always thinking about freedom. I'm moving at a mile a minute. Shorty a snack, I keep it rhythm machine. You ain't gotta put a dollar in it. GPS the soul tempo, man. You know when they say don't get lost trying to find a rhythm.
Oh my God, I love that part.
Hey man, who let this girl in here? What's happening? I thought we were at a secure location, WXPN. Oh my God. Hey, what do you want from me, girl? I'm high. This conversation and yo is dry. Me, no offense, I was giving bro dick just last year till I got a bag that I flipped her. Yeah, look. Ain't no shame in the movement. Let this be bang your medulla. Blame the producer. Learn how to flip with a ruler. Sam got a bull, got the floor looking like Kama Sutra. Never too much like it's Lufa. Everything he do is effusive. Young boy ruthless. You don't even know what you doing. You used to hang with the losers. Yup, still do though. Don't call us, we'll contact you though. Shorty in the back with the cake and it's fat. High fructose corn syrup. Slow your roll, don't overdose on the glucose. Wait, I think I struck her. Or either way, how we go? I think I struck a nerve or hit a vein. But either way, hey, I'm in my bag, elbow deep. Move that ass to that beat. I don't know you, but you know me. Let me do that one more time real quick. Hey, look, I'm in my bag, elbow deep. Move that ass to that beat. I don't know you, but you know me. Look, that's a power dynamic. I ain't even take advantage of a cut real deep. You can't cover with a bandit. Got me on another planet, cause I had a little branded. Shorty rolling all the R's. I ain't talking about Spanish. She using paper, no need for makeup. Shorty get up on the floor, check out your mama gave ya. I got you another drink to accommodate ya. And we were on the floor with a conversation. She said if it's too good, it's got to be wrong. Please don't stop, just keep the beat gone. Reading between the lines of the lines they roll. I don't. Hey, you take the roller, I don't understand. I am not your man, I don't wanna vent, I just wanna dance. Even if I had $1 million and put it in a bottle, gotta spend it by tomorrow, I'ma go for a bottle. What's up? I think I struck a nerve, or hit a vein, but either way, oh yeah, I think I struck a nerve, I think I hit a vein, but either way, ladies and gentlemen. So normally if we're in front of a live crowd, we do a little call and response. I say I'm in my bag, and y'all say elbow deep, and go like this. I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, hey yo, I'm in my bag, oh yeah, I'm in my bag, I think I'm in my bag, oh yeah, I'm in my bag. I struck a nerve, I think I hit a vein. But either way, you gotta hit it with the two-step. Hey, I think I struck a nerve, hit a vein. But either way, that two-step is dangerous. Yeah. Once again, I go by the name of the Bul Bey. You gotta say the whole thing. The Bull. Yeah.
We're back. My name is Abdur Rahman. You just saw the Bul Bey perform Elbow Deep off his new EP, Depth Before Height. Now, I do want to take a time to shout out our very own Raina Doris. because she got to interview one of my heroes, Nardwar, recently, and I do want to just do like a little Nardwar thing now.
Yeah. What's up?
So I want to ask you first, what do you think of when you think of 59th and Kensessing Avenue?
Wow. Myers Playground. I grew up at 60th, actually. I grew up on a small block called Southford Street.
Okay.
Southford Street. And, Myers Playground, you know, as an adult, you got to unpack a lot of the things that you saw as a kid. You know what I mean? It's like, what was that? But it was a really alive space. Mm-hmm. People were playing. People were doing some other things there as well. But yeah, those were like the first early days where I developed an understanding of like recreation, community, connecting, drill teams, basketball, all these different things. Like, yeah, Myers Playground is significant.
Was Myers Playground the place that you used to rap about when you first started rapping?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, those were like real big childhood moments, right? That's where you get into your first fight. That's where like, you know, you get jumped. You jump somebody else. Is where you kind of play basketball, all these different things. Like, you know, you ever play Manhunt?
Yes.
You know what I mean? We would play Manhunt at Myers and go all the way down to Cobb's Creek even. And so there's a lot of fond memories. There's a lot of like scary memories and different things like that. But Myers Playground, like, I mean, it was a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not actually a good swimmer at all, but that was like my first contact with learning how to swim and all these different things.
Bet. Now I want to talk about Elbow Deep because it sounds like a song you can dance to and great groove to. And then on the song on Freedom Song, which you have with Reaching Taylor Kelly, in the beginning of it says, "Revolution without dancing is not worth having." Yeah. And that reminds me with how it sounds. I remember you used to host Friends and Family during your Kung Fu Necktie days with
Matthew Law.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, do you feel like hip hop needs to get back to the dance scene or on the dance floor where people are engaging with one another, having a good time dancing?
Quick answer, yes.
Okay.
Quick answer, yes. If I give you a little bit more thoughtful, layered response, I've been thinking about music and culture like language recently. No, thank God. The language hasn't been erased from existence. People are still speaking the language of dance. People are still speaking the language of hip hop and lyricism and all these other different things. You know, sometimes you just are in spaces where it's like, oh, we don't speak the same language. So, you know, you just kind of like move on and have a conversation with other people. That's real. And you kind of cherish those conversations a little bit more, right? So if I'm in a conversation with somebody that really does care about, you know, song structure, craftsmanship, it's like I really love that dialogue and that discussion. If I'm in a conversation with somebody who really cares about dance, like the actual world of it, the experience of it, you know what I mean? One of the things I loved about hosting Friends and Fam was kind of seeing the science behind it. You know what I mean? Like you would see the party starters. You would see the people that play the wall. You would see the people that would respond to particular things. And so it was interesting watching social behaviors, you know, kind of like ebb and flow in space in real time. And then like obviously the artistry of DJing was like right there too. So it was like a crazy experience to have, and it really informed me and informed my writing. And again, it was like a language. Like I became a more fluent speaker in the world of songwriting or
and even hosting
a party and moving energy.
That's real. Let's get back to some more music from Death Before Hype. What's the next song you're going to perform for us?
Romantic.
Okay, I like that John too. All right. Here's Romantic from the Bul Bey off the new EP Death Before Hype right here on XPN Local Studio Session.
Fingers crossed, saw over the left shoulder, knock on wood, just trying to protect the hopeless. All these wounds I collected for the moment to face the truth. I cannot connect with no one. Seems on brand. Load a sense of young bull, got it from my old man. Got another candlestick burning it from both ends. Can't seem to find a light, so I breathe the smoke in. Oh yeah, look, another hurt kid acting like a grown man. Can't seem to get past all the deep work where the hurt is. Gotta go past the surface, yeah, wait. And I don't understand it, cause I'm a romantic, but I'm so good at breaking it apart. Oh yeah, I don't understand it, cause I'm a romantic, but I'm so good at breaking it apart. I booked a trip to paradise so you could tag along. You got that killer love inside a suicidal song. You the only girl that I would take to Babylon. She said she doesn't understand unless I use my tongue. How you gon' put numbers on the board if you ain't swung? What's the point of dealing with a man if he ain't grown? She said she loves it when I switch it up and change my tone. She don't even use paper, she only use the ball. And she pass it and I hit it in and I don't even even spoke. All we do is talk about the troubles of the soul. How we gonna leave the city one day and be gone? We wake up in the city, boom, struggle to find our clothes. I mean, I think we like laying around exposed. You hear me, dirt in the grass in between our toes, you know. I think we both need to really find the codes, cause I heard that sun and water always helps out with the growth. Like, wait, hey, I don't understand it. I'm a romantic, but I'm so good at drinking. Oh yeah, I don't understand it. I'm a romantic, but I'm so good.
We're back. You just heard Romantic off the new EP Death Before Hype from Southwest very own, the Bul Bey, right here in XPN Local Studio Session. Now, I do want to go back and just to your past a little bit. I want to shout out to Ill Vibe Community. Ill Vibe
Man,
Collective.
shouts out to Lil Dave, shouts out to Sonny James, Phil. I mean, the roster actually runs deep. Shouts out to Matthew Law. Like I said, Matt Law kind of brought me in on all of that. You know, Matt Law throws parties all over the place, block parties, house parties, clubs. I mean, you give him a space, he can really kind of create something.
Now, with that music collective, I saw that they helped you with albums like Shaking Hands, Kissing Babies, the Bul Bey EP, Young City EP. And even with Kissing Hands, Shaking Babies, you had the song Where I'm From, which actually landed on Abbott Elementary. Now, I wonder, that's a low-key flex, bro. Like, I want you to tell me a little bit about that. How did that, were you able to get that on there?
It was a journey. It was a journey. And, you know, we were talking a little bit before. It wasn't formal. It was really from the muscle. I say that with a lot of pride, but I also kind of wish it did happen more formally. But, you know, true to the tapestry of Philadelphia, you just got to hustle and get it.
That's real.
And so, shouts out to Quinta Brunson for creating such an incredible show to display Philadelphia culture and Philadelphia neighborhoods and all the Philadelphia isms and things like that. I think episode 1 had the word bull in it.
Yes, I remember that.
You know that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio where he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes.
I was like, yo, it was incredible. So yeah, no, I mean, I watched the show like everybody else, and the credits went off, and I paused it. I read the credits, and it said music supervisor, and yeah, you mentioned that I'm a vet. I'll take that.
Like to get to where you got to get to, you got to put time in, man. Like,
and so the time that I did put in informed me, and so I knew what a music supervisor did. I was like, I know what they do. I know what that role is, and so I straight up looked them up, and I sent a very cold, awkward, you know what I mean, but humbled, heartfelt message, just like, hey, I think I have material that might fit the tones and the themes of the projects, and I dressed it up. I sounded as professional as I possibly could. And really, it kind of went dark for a little bit. I sent that message like February, and then I didn't hear a response until like the spring.
Okay.
It was cold when I sent the message, and then it was warm when I got a reply, and then it took a year from that point. So it was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of just administrative communicating, but it landed. It happened.
That's real. Let me ask you, like, for on the song Romantic, I heard, I don't understand it. I think like you said, like, I don't understand it. I'm a romantic, but I'm so good at breaking the heart. I love that line.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, like, can you explain more into that? Like, what is it about the hopeless romantics that love the idea of being with someone, but at the end of the day, they find ways to hurt the ones that they do care about?
Yeah, I think it's one of those weird dynamics. A therapist will probably tell you better than I can, but like, we create the things that we're like most scared of. Like, we create our own monsters. And again, I don't have all the intellectual rigor to kind of like go into it and explain it, but yeah, I wrote that at a moment where I was on the other side of a breakup, and you know, feeling emo. It was definitely in my Fall Out Boy bag. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we kind of just create our own monsters, and so I think I was just having a moment where I was like, yo, I really wholeheartedly, sincerely, genuinely tried to create this romantic experience.
That's real.
And me trying so hard was to the detriment of the actual material experience that I was having with a loved one or a person that I cared about. So it happened, and I got a nice little bar out of it. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, man, that's real.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the music. We're gonna play one more song off the new EP, "Death Before Hype." What's the last song you're gonna play for us?
So this one's called "Pass the Salt."
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that joint actually landed. That's one of the joints that landed into my playlist, Philly Sweet 16, recently. Right now, we're gonna hear "Pass the Salt" from the Bul Bey right here on XPN Local Studio Session.
I got a lot that's on my plate. Give it to God, never give it away. So let me suit up real quick. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I got a lot that's on my plate. Give it to God, but never give it away. Hey man, pass the salt. Yeah, come on man, pass the salt. You know what it is. Poor kids out of Southwest sleeping on floors. We were sharing clothes, counting calibers, headed to class before bed. The last shootout on the block though was very close. The pressure compressing the fresh air for the bros. If they ever got it, it was short-lived like Terry Gross. We built different, checked the chemistry and pheromones. They acted nervous cause that trendy shit is wearing off. Trials, tribulations made me the man I am. Got a call saying your grandma passed a few weeks after my brother took his last breath. Was heartbroken, had to stomach that. Didn't believe it, had to double back. Perfect timing, got an email letter that was from my ex. Where she called me Joe, his respectful. All my problems keep on piling up. It's on my plate. Give it to God, but never give it away. Hey man, pass the salt. Come on man, pass the salt. Hey, look, I got a lot.
Just shouting you out. Hope all is well. Just sending you a quick voice note to check on you. I don't always get to do this or remember to do this, so just hitting up the homies and saying what up. Alright.
I'm out of practice carrying aggression. I was told your polish is your soul reflected. So if the truth is bitter while you staring in a mirror at that fork in the road, then you probably disconnected. Look, I love the taste, it's bitter and sweet. All these problems piling up, I'm detecting a theme. Back to back L's, but I play it cool like the legend from Queens. Skating on haters like Avril Lavigne. I'm hitting 5 times a day, dog. I'm back on my dean. Not acknowledging that God gave that apple to Eve. Not even tripping if she ever get an apple to me. Cause my light still gon' shine through with a crack in the screen, yeah. I ain't tripping off the options, I let God decide. You can't panic if your portions is politicized. Can't be polite, still screaming free Palestine. Waking up writing rhymes, unemployed, can't find a job. Look, whatever mom says, I repeat. The only gift God gives is the one with no receipts. So your growth can't be present if your pride never leaves. Greater than signs that you see when you behind on your leash, yeah. You should hit rewind and repeat. Chef's kiss anytime the homie Sam sends a beat. You know it's a feast, double entendre cuisine. Sit back, have a seat in his boat, have a tea, yeah. It's on my plate. Give it to God, but never give it away. Hey man, pass the salt. Come on man, pass the salt. Yeah, look, I got a lot. It's on my plate. Give it to God, but never give it away. Hey man, pass the salt. Come on man, pass the salt. Yeah, look, I got a lot. It's on my plate. Give it to God, but never give it away. Hey man, pass the salt.
You just heard one of my favorite songs from 2024, "Pass the Salt" by the Bul Bey off his new EP, "Death Before Hype." Now, I want to ask you, like, where did this project come from? Like, how did this start? And also, tell us a little bit about Sam Live, the collaboration between the two.
Yeah, Sam Live produced every song on there, and I wanted to add more.
Really?
Yeah, Sam, shouts out to Sam. He doesn't really create little beats or sounds. He creates in bunches. And so he sent me a folder filled with music. Filled. Okay. I was trying to keep up, if I'm being honest with you. So I made a bunch of tracks. I made a bunch of songs. And, after a while we had a batch. And I was like, all right, I want to, put this out. I want to do something with it. And the reality is albums and larger projects really take time, care. They need support. And so I was really just trying to execute in a window that I had. I was like, all right, let me just put something out right here.
Okay.
And it doesn't need to be earth shattering. It just needs to be an offering and
Okay.
something I can kind of take a step forward.
Is there anything different from this EP, this project, from your past projects that you feel like you kind of have, that you may have done something that that you may have not gotten tried, like your last projects that you want to try now?
Yeah, I'm collaborating a little bit more, little by little. I want to get back into a space where everything is collaborative.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually, but I got Taylor Kelly on the project.
Yeah.
I got Brielle,
the homegirl.
Yeah. I worked with a couple of other people just in terms of mixing, and recording and things like that. But I want to get more people on.
Okay.
Here's a little tidbit. I have a verse from Bul Bey.
Ooh.
That was supposed to be on Romantic.
I can hear it.
And
I can hear it.
So my hope is to put out a remix of that song with that verse. And Bul Bey, if anybody knows, is an incredible writer.
An amazing writer, amazing singer.
The pen is crazy.
Yeah.
So he blessed. And so I did a lot more collaborating on this project, more so than I have in the past. And like kind of like a direct one-to-one. Not people sending in things. We were in the same exact room doing stuff. So that felt really good. I feel like my songwriting has gotten a lot stronger. Okay. I feel like I've become a little bit more comfortable. It's funny. I've always had a level of vulnerability in my music, but I don't know, the gap between a thing happening in my life and it ending up in song is starting to close. Okay. And so I think if I can completely close that gap, I'll be living inside my music.
Do you remember what the first song that you guys made off that EP?
That's a great question. Either Elbow Deep or Romantic. Okay. One of those two songs kind of popped up first.
It's crazy. We talk about like sometimes our attention span like makes you forget, like not pay attention to the lyrics. I had no idea what Elbow Deep you were talking about being in your bag.
I'm in my bag, Elbow Deep. Yeah. Actually it comes from when I was a kid, we used to play hide and seek, all these different games, and I don't know if y'all like put y'all like foot in the middle and then y'all would sing a song like eeny meeny miny
bubblegum in a dish, like
how many bubbles? Yeah. So Elbow Deep was a song that we sang. Oh. Okay. The way we would like choose somebody who is it. Somebody would have to do like a fishbowl, like with their arms, and then everybody would have to put their arm in. But you get somebody who's doing the alligator arm, and it's like nah, you gotta put your arm in elbow deep, and it was like the song that came out of it. It's like elbow deep, elbow deep, elbow deep. So whatever. That's what we sung. And yeah, a lot of times when I'm writing, I'm pulling from my childhood. I'm either pulling from my childhood from a funny moment, from a traumatic moment, or from some other moment. But I'm pulling from these memories. Kind of going back to the point that I was like making before. I think I'm striving for a place where an event happens in my life and it ends up in song. Kind of like in that gap. There's no gap. Hopefully there's no gap. And like I said, I'd be kind of like at that moment living inside my music. That's real. Because I was pulling from something like at childhood. Like, so something happened in childhood and ends up in music 20, 30 years later. It's like, nah, I want that to happen simultaneously. I want to live, make music, and just kind of live, breathe my experiences.
That's real. Now, again, we appreciate you coming through the XPN Local Studio session, performing this great EP. My last question for you kind of relates to what you got coming up in the future. I said that you feel like you're honestly directly inspired by Philly creatives. Again, you said you had Taylor Kelly, April Fool Child on the EP. You mentioned Baltimore, who's going to be on this upcoming show that you have at Johnny Brenda's. I just wanted to, before you promoting the upcoming show that you have, you talk to us about the Philly creatives in the city and how you just you inspired by the work that they do, and what people can expect from you coming forward in the future.
Yeah, Philadelphia doesn't have like a major media presence. Not to say it doesn't have any at all. It does. We're sitting inside of an incredible studio right now. But because it doesn't have like name them, the Viacoms, the big Disneys, whatever the case may be, I think it lends itself to people being a little bit more scrappy with their creativity and figuring things out and trying stuff and not being afraid to fail and not really caring. Like, people from Philly don't care too much. That's real. And so there's an incredible, vibrant people on the edge of creativity, like trying stuff out here. and the people are incredible. It's raw. It's kind of unfiltered. You know, it's people just really shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? You're hearing honest thoughts, honest experiences. And so that's an incredible place to collaborate from. That's an incredible place to like really work from. And yeah, like, you know, and that kind of bleeds into everything else. One of the things that's really dope is Philadelphia still has a lot of like long-standing independent venues. Now, a lot of them have gone away, but a lot of them are still standing. And the show that you're talking about is happening at Johnny Brenda's. Johnny Brenda's is a long-standing independent venue. And so this is one of the more Philadelphia layered shows that I put together. And I put this together, so this is a very DIY show. A lot of times people might book me. But this is something that I put together. I wanted to see this happen.
That's good.
And so, yeah, I made it a point to have it on a day that I had the people involved that I wanted to have involved in it. And I'm excited. I can't wait for it. It's January 31st, Johnny Brenda's. You know, whoever's listening to this, please come.
Yeah, who's that lineup on there?
So it's going to be Angel Concepcion, who is this kind of like new emerging voice in R&B.
Yeah,
in Philadelphia.
John Batiste just put me on to her. She's got a crazy voice.
She's incredible, man. That's something I love about Philadelphia too. It keeps popping out these wildly talented people. And to me, I get excited about that, and I want to showcase that almost immediately when I hear it. I'm like, oh, we got to do something with this.
That's real.
Because you'll have world-class writers, you know, designers, thinkers, movers, and shakers, as they say, sitting right next to you, and people just kind of like shoulder shrug, and I'm like, nah, we got to do something with this. And so I was that excited about her. And then we also have Balmore on the lineup. Balmore, again, his pen game is crazy, his voice is wild. He does a lot of work with his actual brother. They do a band.
Yeah, Dan Good.
Yeah, Good Brother, I think is the name of the group.
Yeah, Baltimore is another talent in the city that's just too far for me.
It's insane, man. They do so much. And so I'm operating from a place of being a fan, you know, and to be honest with you. So I get to, you know, enjoy incredible music and be a part of it at the same time. So yeah, January 31st, Johnny Brenda's. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited about it. The band that we have is insane. It's going to be crazy.
That's good. Hey, yo, bro, thank you again for coming through.
Thank
that
you,
performance was amazing, and I can't wait to see you again at January 31st at Johnny Brenda's. Again, you're listening to XPN Local Studio Session. Me, Abdur Rahman, and with the Bul Bey. Peace, stay blessed. See y'all next time.